Page 90 continued. Notes and references. 1. EI Roman 4 34, 2I dot 30 to 52. 2. Ibid 2I dot 50 to 1. 3. Ibid dot, 2I 52 to 53. 4. Ibid, XXIII, 47, 2I dot 17 to 24. 5. Ibid dot, second side 2I dot 1 to 2. Page 91. 6. This may possibly refer to Mehus, MEHUS, in the Lakhisarai area in South Munger. 7. EI XVIII PP 304 FF dot 2I 38 to 44. 8. Ibid dot I dot 45. 9. EI, XVII, 17, 2I dot 33 to 40. 10. EI, XXIX, I dot B dot Roman 2 dot 26 to 44. 11. Ibid, XIV 23, 2I dot 30 to 49. 12. CII, Roman III, 189, FN 4. 13. Ibid, 189. 14. Ibid, XIX 2, 2I dot 1 to 16. 15. Ibid, Roman 5, 24, 2I 6 to 9. 16. IA, XV, PP 112 to 3, 2I dot 1 to 12. 17. Ibid, PP 138 FF dot, 2I dot 9 to 17. 18. EI, XIV, 13, 2I dot 9 to 13. 19. Ibid, IX, 1I, A, 2I dot 1 to 20. 20. Ibid, B, 2I dot 32 to 58. 21. IA, XII, 195 dot plate 2, dot 2 I dot 1 to 24. 22. EI, XIV, 13, II dot 19 to 25. 23. Ibid, 2I dot 24 to 5. 24. Ibid, 3I, 36, 2I dot 3 to 15. 25. IA, XI, 112 to 3, 2I dot 29 to 44. 26. Ibid dot, 156 to 9, 2I dot 34 to 50. 27. EI, III, 17, II 57 to 8. 28. IA, VI, 67 to 8, plate 2IB, 2I dot 12 to 3. 29. EI, XVII, 26, 2I 66 to 7. 30. IA, XII, 251 FF, 2I dot 50 to 3. 31. Ibid, 266, 2I dot 43 to 57. 32. A.S. Altekar, The Rashtrakutas and Their Times, page 100. 33. EI, comma, VII, comma, 6, comma, 2I dot 46 to 9. 34 IBIT, comma, XXI, comma, 22, comma, 2I dot 48 to 51. 35 IA, comma, XII, comma, 184 to 5, comma, plate 2IB, comma, 2I dot 1 to 19. 36 EI, comma, VI, comma, 4, comma, 2I dot 35 to 49. 37 Altiker, comma, upset, comma, P189. 38 IBID dot, comma, P98. 39 EI, comma, IV, comma, 34, comma, I dot 47. 40 VII, comma, 118 to 19. 41 EI, comma, XXIX, comma, 1B, comma, 2I, comma, 28 to 9. 42 Bhojadev hyphen Apta hyphen Bhumi dot 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 Shri Gunam Bodhi Deva Yena dot 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 Harita Gaura hyphen Lakshmi, comma, CII, comma, Roman IV, comma, 74, comma, verse 9. 43 EI, comma, XIV, comma, 13, comma, 2I, comma, 14, comma, 27. 44 Sri Vidagdha Bhog Abhaptiye Dhara Padraka Grame IBID, comma, 1.21. 45 EI, comma, Roman III, comma, 36, comma, I dot 4. 46 IBID, page 92. 47 IBID dot PP 26627. 48 IBID dot P 245. 49 IBID dot P dot 189. 50 Bhukti comprising 500 villages under the Rashtrakutas is mentioned in IA, comma, XI, comma, 11223.1.32. Units of 12,000, 500, 300 and 70 are also mentioned. Altaker, opposite, page 77. 51 Manu, VII dot 19. 52 Altaker, opposite, P 179. 53 Ibid, P dot 193. 54 EI, small 3I, number 9, 2I dot 15 to 6. 55 Ibid, Roman I, 8, Roman 2I, 35 to 6. 56 IA, XII, 160, II dot 45 to 6. 57 EI, XVIII, 256 to 7. 58 Altiker, opposite, page 137. 59 IA, XII, 266. 60 Ibid, VIII, 279 to 80. 61 EI, Roman III, 37, I, 47. 62 Altiker, opposite, page 189. 63 Ibid. 64 H.M. Eliot and G. Dawson, ED. History of India as told by its historians, I.7. 65 Ibid, 3. 66 Altaker, opposite, page 251. 67 Ibid, P. 181. 68 Ibid, page 216, cf. pp.19425. 69 ibid dot comma pp 86 to 7. 70 ia comma xii comma 158 semicolon. The term Swami is used for the overlord of Karka, K-A-R-K-K-A. 71 I'll take her opposite, pages 86 to 7. 72 ei comma I comma 8 comma verse 20. 73 ibid comma 2i comma 34 to 5. 74 Hulz HULTZ comma ibid dot p dot 53. 75 tad hyphen datta hyphen siharakhi siharakki hyphen dwadashake prabhu jyamane ei comma III comma 9 comma 2i 15 to 19. 76 ia dot xiv comma 24 semicolon cf comma Alticker opposite, page 263. 77 ei comma vi comma 4 comma 1 comma 34. 78 ia comma xii comma 18. 79 ei comma ix comma 26 comma 2i dot 27 to 8. 80 ei comma iv comma 34 comma 2i dot 30 to 52. 81 ibid comma v comma 24 comma 2i comma 6 to 9. 62 ibid comma ix comma I comma plates A and B. 83 ibid comma plate A comma I comma 19. 84 ibid comma 36 comma 2i dot 326 comma 2i comma 10 to 5 comma 2i comma 21 to 3. 85 ei comma Roman II comma I dot 16 comma 17 semicolon cf dot p dot 264 comma fn6. 86 ia comma xii comma page 195 plate 2 dot 2i 1 to 24, page 93. 87 ibid. 88 ei xiv 13 comma 2i comma dot 20 to 9. 89 ibid comma 1 dot 27. 90 ia comma xi comma 159 comma 2i comma 49 to 50 semicolon xii comma 184 to 5 comma plate 2i comma 1i comma 19 comma plate 3 comma 1.1 semicolon ei comma xxii comma 12 comma 2i dot 54 to 5 comma etc. 91 ibid. 92 quote the Bhagalpur plate of Narayana Pala unquote ia comma xlvii page 304 ff comma 2i dot 32 to 6. 93 ibid comma 1.30. 94 ia comma xv comma 138 ff comma 1.2.j.36. 95 ia comma xi comma 112 to 13 comma 2i dot 28 to 9. 96 ei comma xiv comma 6 comma I comma 42. 97 ibid comma I, comma, 17. 98 IA, comma, XI, comma, 159, comma, 2I dot 35 to 6, semicolon. VI, comma, 67 to 8, comma, plate IIB of Govinda III, comma, 2I, comma, 4 to 5. 99 Alticker opposite page 261. 100 IBIT, 101 IBIT, 102 EI, comma, XVII, comma, 17, comma, 2I, comma, 26 to 33, semicolon, XXIX, comma, IB, comma, II dot 31 to 4. 163 EI, XIV, comma, 13, comma, 2I dot 19 to 20. 194, beg your pardon, 104 IBIT, comma, I dot 20. 105 IBIT, comma, I P dot 173 1.5. 106 IBIT, comma, IV, comma, 44, comma, 2I dot 1 to 10. 107 EI, comma, X, comma, 19, comma, 2I dot 65 to 6. 108 IBIT, comma, XIX, comma, 4A, comma, 1.4. 109 Alticker opposite P173. 110 IBIT, page 177. 111 IBIT, comma, page 178. 112 IBIT, comma, page 182. 113 EI, comma, XIII, comma, 334, verse 10. 114 Alticker opposite, comma, P152. 115 AS, comma, 2I dot 7. 116 CII, comma, III, comma, 23, comma, 2I dot 10 to 11. 117 EI, comma, XXII, comma, 47, comma, I, comma, 15. 118 quote the Bhagalpur plate of Narayana Pala, unquote, comma, IA, comma, XLVII 304 FF, comma, 1.37 stop. This title is frequently used. 119 CII, comma, III, comma, 46, comma, 1, comma, 11. 120 EI, comma, XIV, comma, 13, comma, 2I dot 19 to 20. 121 Proceedings of the 24th Session of the Indian History Congress, Delhi 1961, pages 80 to 1. 122 IBIT. 123 IBIT, comma, P81. 124 IBIT. 125 in the inscription, the nearest approximation to Sambandhin may be the phrase Yatha Sambandhya Manakam used in the Rashtrakuta grants to qualify, page 94. Rashtrapati, comma, Vishayapati, comma, Gramakuta, comma, Yuktaka, comma, Niyuktaka hyphen Adhikarika, comma, Mahattaras, comma, etc. who were addressed and instructed about the land grant. Apparently the phrase does not convey any kind of special feudal relationship. It merely speaks of those who are concerned with land grants. 126 capital HCIP, comma, IV, comma, PP 22 to 3, comma, 27. 127 IBIT, comma, page 25. 128 IBIT. 129 Udichin hyphen Aneka Narapati Prabhriti Parameshwara hyphen Seva Samayat hyphen Ashesha Jambudvipa Bhupala EI XVII 17, II 22 to 3. 130 EI, IV, 44, 2I dot 1 to 10 semicolon 9, 1, I dot 3. 131 IBID XXII 12, I dot 39 semicolon IA, XII, 184, plate IIB, 1.1 semicolon. The term used in these grants is Sambadigat Ashesha Shabda, but see the Antroli Charoli record of Karakka II quoted in Altekar opposite page 42. 132 Altekar opposite page 263. 133 EI, XIX, 4A, 2I dot 4 to 5. 134 IBID dot, 3I, 9, 2I, 12 to 19. 135 IA, XIII, 162, 1, 2I, 45 to 54 semicolon XII, 136. 136 EI, III, 307. 137 IA, XI dot 127. 138 XXX dot 32 quoted in Altekar opposite page 265. 139 IBIT dot page 264. 140 IBIT pages 91 to 4. 141 Naga Vrama's Karnata Kabhasha Bhushana ed L. Rice, introd, P. Roman XIV. 142 IA, XII, 158. 143 is Sanskrit quotation EI, XIX, 4A, 2I dot 5 to 8. TR LD Barnett, IBID, page 34. 144 Altekar, opposite, page 264. 145 EI, Roman 8, 2I dot 33 to 5. 146 IBID, XVIII, 26, verses 43 to 6. 147 Altekar opposite, page 267. 148 IBID. 149 EI, IV, 40, verses 34 to 5. 150 Altekar, opposite, page 166. 1512I dot verse 128. 152 Mitakshara on Yaj, YAJ stop 1I dot 319 to 20. 153 EI, IV, 40, verse 21 semicolon Roman V, 20, verse 19. 154 Altekar opposite, page 151. 155 EI, VI, 107. 156 IBID, VII, 214. Page 95. 157 Altekar, opposite, page 26. 158 IBID, page 158. 159 IA, XII, I dot 41 semicolon 263, 2I dot 45 to 6. 160 EI, XVIII, 257. 161 Altekar opposite, page 160. 162 IA, X, 188. 163 EI, XIX, 4, I dot 12. 164 ibid, B, 2I, dot 2 to 3 stop. This banner of the guild is also mentioned in a Chalukya inscription, IA, V, 344. 165 EI, XIX, 34. 166 IA, X, 189. 167 EI, IV, 34. 168 Professor Basham informs me that according to the Chula Vangsha, the Manigrama supplied mercenaries to the kings of Ceylon. 189 quote the Bhagalpur plate Narayana Pala unquote IA, XLVII dot P dot 304 FF dot 2I dot 27 to 8. 170 the Manhali copper plate ETC, JBAS, LXIX, Pert 1 P dot 66 FF, I dot 30. 171 IA, XIV, 166 to 8 semicolon. XXI, 97 to 101 semicolon. EI, 23, I dot 28 semicolon. CF, IBID, XXIX semicolon 4 semicolon FN3. 172 EI, XXIX, I or 1, B dot 1 dot 2. 179 IBID, 7, 1 dot 24. 174 IBID, XXXIII, 47, 1 dot 2. 175 an early capital of the Pratiharas was Merta, 60 miles northeast of Mandore. The term Rajdhani in the sense of capital is used in the medieval Deccan. The early history of the Deccan, I to VI, ED G. Yazdani, YAZDANI, page 51. 176 IBID dot XI, 159, I dot 37 semicolon. EI, VII, 13, I dot 32. 177 Altikar, opposite, page 248. 178 PC Bagchi, India and Central Asia, pages 138 to 39. 179 EI, XXX, 61. 180 IBID. 181 place names in northwestern and central India can throw some light on the nature and extent of the Gurjara expansion and the village units in Muslim and British times on their original character. 182 EI, IX, IA, 1.10. 183 R.S. Sharma, dot, land grants to vassals and officials in northern India, 1000 to 1200, unquote, JESHO, IV, 88, semicolon, 90-1, 94. 184 PC Bagchi, opposite, page 21. 185 IBID dot pages 22 to 3. 186 C.E. Bosworth, the Ghaznavids, page 210. 187 IBID dot page 210-211. 188 IBID dot P dot 298 FN 44. 189 EI, IV, 34, 1, 47. The Dasakrami first appears in Kautilya's A.S. 190 CF H.C. Roy Chaudhary, The Early History of the Deccan, parts 1 to 6, ed. G. Yazdani, page 51. Next, page 96, chapter 3, Feudal Economy in Three Kingdoms, circa AD 750 to 1000.